There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will put total weather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it along the sideline. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking for room. It's Cobb. Oh, a lot of space. Wide open space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Finds the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. Fakes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. Makes a grab past the marker. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
In the red zone here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Simmons. Makes the catch. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field with the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. The throw to the outside is complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Auburn lines up quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it, looking for a first. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Right on the money. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Find some fresh air.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Ray. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Got his man on the right. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The hand to the running back. Shoots his way for more. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Simmons. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Bring in the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Simmons. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Open space at the 25. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's caught. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Got room to work. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. To the air on first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's dribbling. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Dances away. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Defense showing blitz here. Off play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Haas. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Ray. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing. And guess what? This game is far from over.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Line out trying to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Rebels! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
13.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Singleton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he finally missed.
He's got him this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So we open the final period with a third down play. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Cobb. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get it.
Trying to rumble in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find their little hole in the defense, feature them, throw it up, let them go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
Looking for the 2-point try. They want to throw it. He's got it. 2-pointer is good, and now it's a 1-score game here deep in the 4th.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Caught, goes to the marker, it's Stribling. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. The connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They just keep firing. A strike downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Rebels are on the move. To give as they work on that clock. Lots of running room. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Auburn lines up quickly.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Line gets set, first down. He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Looking to throw. There's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Quarterback making checks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. The snap sets up to throw. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Situation like this late in the game, and the offense might be content just to barge right into the middle of that crowded run D. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. You get off the football, don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. A nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cobb. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cobb.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Throwing right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
All right, so ball's incomplete, and here's the game. This is going to have to be a Hail Mary pass on this last throw. Something has to go into the end zone, because at this point, a field goal doesn't do you any good.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he steps out of bounds after getting the pick, and this one is in the books. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these.